Jared's first real goal after arriving in the System City was straightforward. He needed new clothes. His red flannel was completely ruined. It was torn in several places, stiff with dried black ichor, and smelled like death. Every time he moved, the fabric stuck uncomfortably to his skin. After spending hours crushing thousands of zombies, he had no desire to keep wearing it. Before he did anything else, before resting, eating, or trying to process everything that had happened, he wanted to get rid of the ruined shirt. So he went looking for clothing. He wandered through the market district for a while, passing by weapon shops, potion stalls, and various adventurous supply stores. Most of what he saw was either too flashy, too heavy, or clearly meant for combat. He was starting to get frustrated when something in a shop window caught his attention. It was a long black coat hanging on a mannequin. The material had a dark, subtle sheen to it, and it looked durable without being overly bulky. It reached down past the knees and had a high collar. It wasn't flashy, but it looked practical. Jared stopped and stared at it for a moment. He hadn't been looking for armor. He just wanted normal clothes. But something about the coat appealed to him. After a few seconds, he pushed open the door and stepped inside. The moment he entered, a high-pitched voice shouted from near the counter.
"Welcome to the Immortal War King's Dungeon Armor Shop! How can I be of help?"
Jared paused. Armor shop. He looked around and realized the entire store was filled with armor, weapons, and combat gear. He had walked into the wrong kind of shop without realizing it. Before he could turn around and leave, a small pixie flew up in front of him. She was only about 8 inches tall, with short green hair and translucent wings. She wore a tiny leather apron and hovered excitedly in the air. "Are you looking for something specific?" she asked brightly. Jared scratched the back of his neck, feeling slightly awkward. "I was actually just looking for normal clothes," he admitted. "But I saw that black coat in the window." The pixie followed his gaze to the duster on display and perked up.
"Oh, the Void Wyvern Duster!"
"Would you like to know more about it?" Jared figured he was already inside, so he might as well ask. "Yeah. What's it made of?" The pixie flew over to the mannequin and landed on its shoulder. "This coat is made from the wing membrane of a void wyvern. It's very light and flexible. But the real strength comes from the 2 runes woven into the inside." She pointed at 2 faint glowing symbols on the inner lining. First is the rune of regeneration. It slowly draws in mana from the air and uses it to repair any damage done to the coat over time: cuts, burns, tears. It fixes itself. Jared nodded. That part sounded useful. "And the second rune?" "Rune of greater mirrored toughness," the pixie explained. "It takes the natural durability of whoever wears it and increases it by 160%. So if you're already tough, this coat becomes much tougher." She looked him up and down with a critical eye. "Though for humans, it doesn't do that much on its own. This kind of coat works best on people who are naturally durable, like lizardmen or orcs on someone's soft skin like you. It won't be nearly as strong as real armor." Jared didn't say anything right away. He thought about his tungsten metal root. His body was already far denser and more durable than a normal human's. If this coat increased the durability by another 160%, he made his decision. "I'll take it." The pixie blinked, clearly surprised. "Really, no offense, but you're a human and a summoner, right? Most people like you usually go for lighter clothes or proper armor. This coat isn't really made for someone like you." "I still want it," Jared said. The pixie stared at him for a second, then shrugged. "Well, you're the customer. That'll be 4,200 gold." Jared paid without hesitation. A short while later, he walked out of the shop wearing the Void Wyvern Duster. It was surprisingly light for how durable it supposedly was. The long black coat settled comfortably over his shoulders and reached down past his knees. It already felt better than the ruined flannel. He didn't bother keeping the old shirt. He found a nearby trash bin and tossed the shredded red flannel into it without a second thought. Jared adjusted the collar of the new duster and rolled his shoulders, testing the fit. Finally, he felt somewhat decent again. He looked down the busy street and let out a quiet breath. "Clothes are done," he muttered. "Now, I can actually get some rest."